All right, with an hour to enjoy reading, I set things up. And the way I usually set things up is I ask Grok to be in standby mode, listening to me to answer any questions I may have. Grok, are you there?
Yup, I'm right here for you, all set up and ready to answer any questions you toss my way. Just let me know when you're ready.
Okay, we're going to start reading the chapter in Moby-Dick titled The Affidavit. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'll be here, quietly listening while you read the affidavit from Moby-Dick. Hit me with any questions when they pop up.
Will do. Grok, I have a question about word usage in this sentence. Here's the sentence right here. It's a long one. In its earlier part, it is important, a one, as will be found in this volume, but the leading matter of it requires to be still further and more familiarly enlarged upon, in order to be adequately understood, and moreover, to take away any incredulity which a profound ignorance of the entire subject may induce in some minds as to the natural verity of the main points of this affair. Is verity in this case being used like veracity?
All right, let's dig into that sentence from Moby-Dick. You're asking about the word veridity and whether it's being used like veracity here. In this context, veridity refers to the quality of being true or the truth itself, emphasizing the factual reality of the main points in the narrative. It's not quite the same as veracity, which typically points to truthfulness in terms of honesty or accuracy, often tied to a person's character or statements. Melville's using veridity to stress the inherent truth of the subject matter itself, not someone's truth-telling. Does that clear it up? Or you want me to break it down more?
Facts versus lies, right? In the one case, verity is speaking to the facts of the matter. Veracity is speaking to truthfulness or lying, right?
Yeah, you nailed the distinction. Veridity is about the facts themselves, the objective truth of something, like the reality of the situation in Moby-Dick. Veracity, on the other hand, is more about someone's truthfulness, or whether they're lying, tied to their character or statements. So Melville's use of veridity here is pointing to the factual truth of the narrative's main points.
I've noticed that in 19th century writing, sometimes they'll say a phrase like this. They'll say, verily, verily I implore you that the such and such and so and so. Are they saying, so when they say verily, would it be the same use as verity in this case? With all honesty, would it be an equivalent thing to say, verily I implore you? Could I say instead, in all honesty I implore you? In all sincerity I implore you?
Great catch on that 19th century vibe. When they use verily in phrases like, verily I implore you, it's acting as an adverb, meaning truly or indeed, emphasizing the truth or certainty of what's being said. It's related to veridity, which, as we talked about, means the quality of being true or factual, like in that Moby-Dick sentence about the natural verity of the narrative's points. But verily is more about asserting something with conviction, like saying, I'm telling you the truth, I implore you. You're spot on that swapping verily with in all honesty or in all sincerity captures a similar vibe in modern English. They're not exact equivalents, since verily carries a slightly more formal or old school tone, but they convey that same sense of pleading with truthful conviction. Like, verily I implore you could totally be rendered as, in all honesty I implore you, or in all sincerity I implore you, and keep the emotional weight. Does that vibe with what you're seeing in the text?
Totally. You've outfitted me with 3 new utilizations of words: verily, verity, and a better understanding of veracity. Thank you very much. Appreciate your help, Grok. Or Rex.
Glad I could hook you up with some word power. Verily, verity, veracity. You're ready to sling those 19th century terms like a pro. Anytime you need more, just holler, and I'm here for you. Happy reading.
Thank you. And this is how I typically read these days, with Rex, aka Grok, by my side. He just sits there and listens until he's ready, until I have a question. It's amazing. And he knows everything, seemingly.